Hello, my name is Bob Niels, and I want to welcome you to IT 111, Database Design and SQL. The purpose of this video is not only to welcome you to the course, but also to talk about what this course is going to be about, the outcomes of the course, how the course relates to the entire curriculum, how to be successful in the course, what you will need to complete the course, how to seek help, and also how to get started. This course is what I like to call one of our foundation courses. There's probably two main foundation courses in the curriculum. One, your very first programming course, and then also this course, the database course. They're both very important for your understanding throughout the curriculum. So it's very important that you leave this course with a very strong foundation in database design, development, and implementation. Also, we need a very strong foundation in source query language, also known as source query language. So we'll spend a lot of time going over both of these throughout the course. You'll have time to learn about them, research about them, practice them, and then re-practice them. The outcomes, I have more detailed outcomes on the syllabus that you need to read before you start the course. But for the most part, the high-level outcomes of this course will be that the students will be able to identify, discuss, and apply the concepts and steps of database design. Also, the students will be able to develop relational database based on the database design. We will work with relational databases, specifically Microsoft SQL Server. Finally, the students will become efficient with the use of source query language. This includes several different SQL commands, but when you get done with this course, you'll be very proficient in many of the commands that SQL offers. This particular course relates very strongly, like I said before, to the curriculum. It's one of the foundations to the curriculum. As you see here, every software developer needs to be able to program with a programming language. There's no doubt about that. These languages include things like .NET, Python, PHP, Java, C, C++, C#, Perl. The list goes on and constantly changes as days go by. However, every programming language in itself is logic, and once you understand a few of the programming languages, picking up other ones really is not that difficult. The other thing a software developer needs to be able to do is basically save data and retrieve data from a database. Every application that you use and you develop should have a database behind it. Okay? So with that, it's very important that you understand the concepts of databases very thoroughly. In addition, you need to know SQL very thoroughly, because that's how we interface both the programming languages you're going to be learning plus the databases behind it and be able to retrieve. SQL is the language that's incorporated into every programming language to be able to do that. This curriculum that you're in right now will provide you with the tools and the courses necessary, I should say, to learn how to do all this. So it's very important, like I said, as a foundation class, this one being that you master this class. If you do, the rest of the curriculum is actually I don't want to say very easy, but easier. If you have trouble in this class, you need to talk to your chair or your advisor about what to do next. It's not the end of the world. Some people need to take the class twice. But regardless, we want you to make sure you walk out of this class with a very strong foundation in databases. So how can you be successful? How can we make sure you master this? What's the tools you need to be able to succeed in this class? If I could give you a pill to learn it all, I would. But for the most part, it doesn't work that way. This class involves complete understanding, doing a little research, making sure you understand the concepts, making sure you can do the things necessary to create a strong database and write the SQL to get the results that you're looking for. Based on teaching this class for many years and other instructors teaching this class for many years, what's the formula for doing so? Well, being totally engaged. And basically what that means is take notes when you need to take notes. If you're listening to this video, take some notes about it. Any videos that you'll see within this course if you're taking the course online. If you're taking it live, take notes. Make sure you understand the important points that the instructor is giving you, and then study those and research those and make sure you understand. If you don't understand, then ask the questions of your instructor. Use the internet for more understanding. There's tons of resources out there. What we're teaching here is not unique. Databases are all over the industry and they're used everywhere. That's why we're teaching it. And so there's tons of resources out on the internet that also teach you the exact same thing we're going to go about teaching you. Do the assignments on time. Our goal is that we want you to practice. We feel that in IT, our goal is to have you practice as much as possible. And when I say practice, practice is okay to make mistakes. Practice is okay that something doesn't work, because that usually generates questions, and then we can help you as instructors. If you don't do your assignments or don't do them on time, it's hard for us. It is impossible for us to help you, because you haven't really done anything to help yourself. And so stay engaged, do your assignments, okay? Don't fall behind. Falling behind is a formula, or a recipe, I should say, for disaster in this course. Try to stay on top of things. If you do fall behind because life gets in the way or whatever happens, contact your instructor immediately so we can help you. Don't wait 2 or 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks puts you way behind and almost impossible to catch up. All right? So it's okay if you fall a little behind. We understand how life gets in the way sometimes. And with that said, make sure you contact your instructor immediately so we can help you and figure out a plan to get you back on course. Please also understand that we know you're not an expert. We don't anticipate you to be an expert. This is one of your first courses you're taking in this curriculum. So with that said, give yourself time and allow yourself time to learn. Don't be scared about learning. Don't be scared that you think the people next to you in your classroom or even in the online class knows more than you do. I guarantee you they don't. So with that said, just focus on yourself. Let us help you, and you'll get where you need to get to. So allow yourself the time to learn this. You will get frustrated at times. Some things will work perfectly the first time out. Sometimes it's going to take an iteration of 10 to 12 times to get it work. That's part of this particular field. It's part of problem solving. Have some fun with it. Don't get too frustrated with it. Enjoy the ride to get there. Finally, ask questions. Don't feel like you're on an island here. We're here to help you. We're here to make you successful. We want you to succeed. We cannot stress that enough. So with that said, ask questions when you have them. We don't want you to ask them immediately. As soon as something happens, your hand goes up. We like for you to try to solve it yourself, because that's what this particular field is all about, problem solving. But after a few minutes or 10 minutes or maybe a half hour of trying to do it yourself and figuring it out, ask somebody, either your instructor, your peer sitting next to you, whomever, the chair, your advisor. Let them help you. Okay? Finally, seek help. If it gets to the point that you're, not understanding this, that's all right. Once again, we understand this. It's the first time you've taken this course. Don't fear that. But ask for help. Seek help. And we'll talk about how to go about doing that. What will you need to complete this course? For the most part, most of you probably already have Microsoft SQL Server on your machines. If you don't have it, you need to download that. We will. There's a piece of software called Microsoft Imagine that every student at Cincinnati State gets an account for. It has a full version of Microsoft SQL Server, several versions of it, the latest all the way back to a couple of versions before, that you can download for free, which is amazing. That's a wonderful benefit to being a student here at Cincinnati State. Also, you need a place to save all your work. If you're taking this class online, more than likely you're saving all your work on your own PC. That's fine. If you're going back and forth from school back home to do work, save it somewhere that you know where it's at and it's safe and it's backed up. A USB drive is very common. However, I now recommend cloud storage. That way you don't have to worry about losing your USB drive or your USB drive becoming corrupted in any way. So use cloud storage, Dropbox, was it Microsoft's OneDrive? I think I'm saying that right. Or Google's. There's a lot of free ones out there. You don't need much space for this course. The free space they give you is all you really need. Seeking help, as I mentioned before, how can you do that? Well, when you need help, ask. Number one, ask your instructor first. Your instructor should be able to help you since they're teaching this course and provide some opportunities for some private opportunities to get some help. If you're taking this class online, email your instructor. Your instructor should get back to you no less than 2 days. Every instructor will have their own policies on that. But with that said, make sure you get with them and make sure you understand what their policies are in returning your emails. If you do email your instructor and you don't get any response back in a couple days, email them again. Sometimes email gets lost. All of our instructors are very busy. Sometimes it just gets bypassed by accident. If you email again within 24 hours you don't receive anything, then call them. Make sure, we want to make sure we work with you. And if there's an issue, go ahead, feel free to call your instructor if you don't get any information back within a reasonable amount of time. If you're taking this course online or even live and you feel like you're still not getting it and you need another point of view, we have full-time professors at the college that deal strictly with software development. Most of all these professors have taught this class. So with that said, don't feel free to come to us, these full-time professors, to seek help. To do so, I would go to the CIT division or call the CIT division and ask to set up an appointment with one of these computer programmer professors. They'll be happy to sit down with you during their office hours and help you in any way possible. We also have tutoring at the school. However, how tutoring works, you'll go to the tutoring center. And you'll ask for a tutor. The tutoring center will then put out a all points bulletin to every student who's taken this class to see if they're available for tutoring. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. With that said, once again, make sure you come to the professors, the full-time professors, prior to seeking a tutor. And let us help you first to see what we can do for you. Maybe we can get you over that hump that's really causing you issues. But if we recommend you getting a tutor, we will help you seek one. Getting started. Once again, once this video is over, go read the syllabus. Make sure you completely understand the syllabus. That is basically our contract between the instructor and the student on how we're going to grade you, evaluate you, what we're going to cover, what outcomes that you should achieve, and so on. So make sure you look at the syllabus and make sure you understand it. Once again, the syllabus should have on there for you the contact information of your instructor if you need to get a hold of them, the detailed outcomes of the course that you're accountable for. Once again, I want to make sure you understand that. You're accountable for the outcomes of this course. Because here's what happens. When you go to the next course, that instructor is going to assume you have mastered every outcome that's detailed in that syllabus. So with that said, make sure you accomplish everything and make sure you feel comfortable that you have achieved the outcomes. If you have not, talk to your instructor, talk to the chair. The schedule for the course basically is more of a guide on how we're going to conduct the course throughout the next 15 weeks. The grading criteria, make sure you understand that, and following the rules regarding late homeworks, plagiarizing, tests, classroom policies, and so on should all be there. Read that, understand that. If you have any questions or concern about the syllabus, or you don't understand something, or you don't agree with something, talk to your instructor now. Don't wait till midterm or at the end of the semester. It's now, okay? Make sure you completely understand how you're going to be evaluated, graded, and so on. And if you have any questions, like I said, talk to them now so we can get that cleared up. So then, based on the mode you're taking this course, follow your instructor's instructions in the classroom, or go online to week 1 under content and follow the instructions. There'll be several weeks under content for the online portion of this, week 1 through week 15. Instructions will be there, followed by the outcomes for that week, followed by the instruction to achieve those outcomes. Above all, good luck to yourself. I want you to do really well in this course. We want you to succeed. We can't stress enough. We here at Cincinnati State look forward to making you a software development professional that will go out and get a good job and have a great career. This is a wonderful career to be in. It's timely, it's everlasting, and I think you're going to really enjoy it once you get past some of the first foundation courses. And with that, have a little fun. Learning should be fun, especially this field. This field is all about solving problems, creating things, and watching people use it. I think that's fun. Hopefully you will too. Take care.